All right. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. We are here with Mary Rose Elizabeth Wright. She is a mama of three. She has been in the development world, real estate and development, for about 11 years. And she's also been with Enagic, our network marketing company, for five. So, welcome, Mary Rose.
Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah. So just want to ask you a couple of questions so we can share with the audience. I'm curious if you'd be willing to share what were you doing in like what was going on in your life when you found Enagic, when you started this business?
Well, it was really crazy because I found it during 2020. So everybody was crying and bitching on the internet about all the bad stuff going on, and everyone was hating on the world. And I was just like, literally just got divorced finally, that I needed to do a long time before. And so
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I make $100,000 a year in real estate, which nobody saw me ever being able to do that. I literally lived in a
Mm,
homeless shelter at 19 with my first kid. So I have been that girl who worked very hard, manual labor to customer service to finally getting to real estate. And I was like,
yeah.
I did it. I'm successful. I make $100,000 a year. Look at me go. And actually,
Mm,
everyone resented me and hated me for making that money, which I didn't see that
mm,
coming. But I thought, I can get divorced. I'm good. And what do you know? 2020 hits and our market crashes in Texas. And if you do not have anybody moving in from California who
mm.
were buying all of our properties with $100,000 over asking price with cash,
Yeah.
you were out of the loop. And so I was watching this beautiful family online. It was like the one thing I could find that was actually inspiring, and I was obsessed with their profile. And
Mm,
they were traveling all around the world with their little baby, backpacking and having fresh fruit in like Costa Rica. And they'd be riding horses on the beach. And then they were swimming in a natural spring. I like was like, are they real? And I was showing my partner,
yeah.
like, do you see this? This is what I want. I think this is what I want. And
Yeah.
he'd be like, well, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Like, it's just some outside idea. And I'm like, you don't understand, bro. I've been through
Right?
hell. I've worked so hard to be successful. This is what it's about, right?
This is what it's about.
And so I finally got a freaking client from California, and it was so out of alignment. He was treating me horrible, and I was putting up with
Mm,
things that I did not want to be putting up with anymore in my life.
yeah.
Just the same old women in business stuff, like
Yeah.
sexual connotation, just spending my time like crazy. I was gonna be stuck with them in houses,
Yeah.
alone, things like that. And I'm like, ugh. Well, my locks and windows had gone out on my car, and I think it was super divine that this happened.
Yeah.
I don't think it was an accident. Locks and windows went out and the AC in 110-degree weather in
Oof.
Texas. He
Yeah.
messages me, please pick me up. Not even please. I will be in town at 11 a.m. Pick me up
Yeah.
from the airport with
Yeah.
no notice at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So I go to get my car fixed. I pull into this mechanic shop. I'm down to $250,
Yeah.
and the alternator breaks in the parking lot. I ball
Yeah.
my face off and I go, okay, how am I here again? Surrender.
Yep.
I message the people. You'll
Yep.
probably never talk to me, but if I could just pick your brain for 5 minutes, I'd really like to know how you're living like that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
In a 15-minute video about how I could get paid to be myself.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you know? I could get into the academy and start learning. I had 250
Yeah.
bucks, but I had nothing to lose. I
Yeah.
wasn't going to pay my rent anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah, it
put the
sounded
99 bucks in. And I started doing everything they said. I started doing those gratitude practices. I was sleeping with a crystal at that time. Please, please. And then I'm not even kidding. Miracles started
yeah.
happening from that point on, that I have, wild stories to tell for the last five
Yeah.
years. But that was how I got started.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it sounds like there was just all this like, divine intervention or whatever phrase works for you, right? Like, you were getting treated badly. 2020 came and shifted everything for so many people, most people, I would say. Um, and your car was going out, just like all these pieces, and you were like, okay, like I hear you, let's something has to give, right? Yeah. And then it sounds like you'd seen this person online living a life that you really wanted that was very different from the one you were, um, it sounds like struggle. Does that sound right? Like you were like trying to make it happen and things were just like, it was just hard.
Hmm.
Yeah. And it was like enough. Let's try something else. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And my
thank you.
intuition was bouncing off of the walls. Like my whole
Yeah.
body was like, get paid to be me. And you get this water thing. I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I have to do this. And my
Yeah.
partner was like, this is a scam, babe. And here we
Yeah.
are 5 years later, and he's like, hi, I'm gonna do it with you now.
I know it's that thing where it's like this can't be real, but that inner I had that too, which I'll share with you later. It's like that thing of like I know it seems this way, but there's something deeper that is a curiosity, right? That like pulls. And thank goodness you
Keyword
trusted
deeper.
it, and here we are today. Yeah, so that sounded like such that was your yes. And so in the last 5 years, what would you say is like the biggest internal shift in yourself that you've noticed?
Pure honesty, pure
Mm,
clarity.
mm,
No more lying to yourself. That
yeah,
will be the only thing that stops
yeah,
anybody from having success here because success
mm,
isn't even just the income. The success
mm,
is in who you get to become.
yeah.
Actually, that was just really cool that that just happened like that. I'm going to keep that one forever because I've never done that. But yeah, it's not the income, it's who you get to become. Woo!
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Write that down, guys. Write that down.
Yes, that was good because it's
Yeah.
the truth. I have had so much embodiment happen since getting
Mm,
involved. I had no idea that this water was going to transform me on a cellular
mm,
level. I didn't think of water as anything special. I loved water. Water's cool. I like the lake, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I like the ocean. I like, whatever, but I had no idea that what was coming. And I didn't know I was detoxing.
Mm,
I didn't know that I was going to start learning how to become a faith-based leader. I
mm,
didn't know any of that was going to come. I just
yeah,
wanted to get paid to be myself, whatever that meant, because
yeah.
dang, I had worked hard. I was pretty cool. In fact, I would get like, I would upset people at jobs I had because I would try to make everything better.
Right,
It was
right.
literally a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah. I can super relate to that. Like, I would try to optimize, and they're like, yeah, we didn't ask for that. We want you to stay in line. And you're like, but hey, I see all these things. And then they don't want that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was hated by other people for doing well because everybody was competing. I didn't
Hmm.
understand. I worked at a property management company where the tenants were mailing me golden necklaces, and they were like, "What?" Like they were always stealing from
Yeah.
these people, to take care of
Yeah.
the owners only, and all of this unethical stuff. And I was
Yeah.
always having to leave one place after another because of some kind of unethical thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I feel like I was blessed with this because of choosing better for myself over and over again.
Mm.
And that to other people, that looked like instability my whole life. But it was me
Yeah.
running out of hell.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you spoke to that because, you know, like if you think of network marketing, people have this idea that network marketing is scammy, but it's this immediate assumption that people have that comes from all different places, right? Their friend, their neighbor, the media, whatever it is, some idea. And what I'm hearing you speak into is it's actually, the job that doesn't let you be fully alive, to speak your truth, to offer yourself, your ideas, is actually the crunchy place, right? Not, I wouldn't say scam necessarily, but like to continue to buy into something, which is how we're programmed, that doesn't feed you. Like to me, that's the place that's really like get away from that, you know?
Codependency. It's all
Yeah,
codependency. It's a
codependency.
full codependent world out there where
Yeah.
people don't even realize how codependent they are.
Yeah.
They're just so focused on getting to that next level and getting that next raise and beating out the next person or whatever it is and having better than the Joneses or whatever. They have
Yeah.
no idea because they don't see that. They have their house, they have
Hmm.
their clothes, they have their partner, they have their kids, they have their
Hmm.
schedule. That's their world and their life
Hmm.
until shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
And it sucks that most people do not get into network marketing until shit hits the fan. But
Right.
also, blessed be. I hope shit hits the fan for everybody out there
Yeah.
who is not seeing clearly. And yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's great. And actually, whenever somebody's coming forward to join this, to me,
Hmm.
it's like a birthing experience. Like, okay,
Mm.
babe, where are you at in your life right now? What's going on? What's hurting? Where's the pain coming from? What are you actually really afraid of? Why are you afraid of that?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into this stuff. And then if you're
Hmm.
really ready to shift the way that you're
Yeah.
interacting with life and your mindset and people and relationships and who you get to be and really want that in your heart,
Yeah.
I will guide you through that process. And, some
Yeah.
kick and scream for years and watch me. And
Yeah.
that's hard. And I'm like, oof, okay, you're like
Well,
a
and that's the
5 year down the
honesty
road.
piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the honesty piece. It's like we have to get really honest with where we're at in our life, and we have to get really honest about like what is and isn't working, which is scary because even
It
if
is.
something isn't working, it's familiar. Even if something isn't working, it doesn't feel good, but it's like I know this. I know this path. I know at least I know what comes next, the not feel good. The way the guy's gonna speak to me. At least I know it can at least I know how to navigate that, even if it feels horrible. And
Yeah.
so
The
it's like getting,
familiarity to pain.
yeah,
Yeah.
right? And so it's like getting
Immune to
really honest
suffering.
with, okay, I actually need to shift and I have to be willing to do the steps and ask for support and do all the scary things to actually feel better, essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that beginning portion, the first year is the hardest, right? The
yeah.
first year is the hardest, but also a lot of miracles usually happen in the first year that you don't get
Mhm.
as easily later on. You're like, dang, I missed the beginning when I could have like,
Yeah,
when I was so naive to everything, and then you come through and you're like, oh wow. And then you have all this wisdom and knowledge on the other side, and you're like, dang, I made it through that. But hey, like I feel real now.
yeah, yeah.
That's what
Feel
I
more
feel. That's
myself.
the
Yeah.
ultimate end to that answer for you is like,
Mm.
I feel like I am me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am
I get to feel
present. I
me. I
am
get to feel
real.
myself. Yeah. Which is like we say, get to paid to be yourself. It's like you get to be in your full self, your full aliveness, what really lights you up, and, you know, get paid essentially,
Yeah.
right? For sharing who you are and what lights you up and to help other people and to serve. Yeah.
Yeah. The darkness doesn't come around me much anymore. It doesn't like
Mm.
my light. And I'm so glad.
Yeah. I know you kind of it's like its own natural sort of hard boundary with anything coming at you that isn't what you
Making my peace.
prefer in that way. Yeah. And
Mm.
so it like if you look out into the future over the next couple of years, I know you're doing so much work in molecular hydrogen science. You're going to be a speaker at this amazing October event coming up, which I'll share with you guys later. I'm so excited to get to give you a hug and see you in person and just, be in the presence of the talk that you're going to give. Um, I'm curious what's your big vision? Like what are you building? What are you bringing through?
I wish I could be like, oh, this is it, but it's growing so much. So I'll give
Yeah.
you some of it. I knew originally because of my own inner healing work, I got to go through some major deep healing work around addiction, and I got to work with Toltec teachers and Toltec dreaming stuff. And that was what was going on in my life when I had gotten divorced and then attracted all of this.
Hmm.
And so I knew like what it did for me. And I was like, wow, when I attracted the water, I even knew too, it was tied to an offering I made where I gave my grandmother's pearls to my Egyptian
Wow.
mystery school teacher who threw them into the ocean as an
Wow.
offering. And I didn't tell
Yeah.
anyone. My family would have killed me for doing something like that. And it was later on, I was like, whoa, I have
Yeah.
been sincerely blessed with this knowledge
Yeah.
and this water and this mission because I let go of the material and being so
Mm.
attached to the material. I
Hmm.
saw it later. I was like, wow, this is so much bigger than
Mm.
I thought. And so part of my vision, being a real estate agent for 11 years, I've seen, what the market has changed too. I used to be like the
Yeah.
Mary Poppins of real estate, and I always want to help people find their home and the heart of the home. I loved looking at houses. That's why I was
Yeah.
good at it. So that I didn't want to push you into one. I'm like, no, let's look at 20. And so I did well with it. I know now looking back because I had that inside of me,
Yeah.
and so I put real estate away. I was actually very angry at it when I got in
Yeah.
here. I was
Yeah.
angry at it. I didn't want to put people into houses with mortgages when they had to go work all these jobs that maybe aren't
Yeah.
serving them and serving everybody else,
Yeah.
And so I was
Yeah.
like, ugh, I don't want to put you in that box. You're probably going to fight over money later. You divorce and then your kids won't have you. And I don't even know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
people quit caring about it being like a forever place. That was
Hmm.
going like people were like, well, this could how much will this resell for in 5 years? And I'm like, oh come on. Like you're not gonna like get in there and put some roots down and like grow on your
Yeah.
property, connect with your land, like all that was leaving. So I've come back to real estate. Thankfully I kept my license active
Yeah.
and I'm having this
Smart.
huge opening around assisting my clients and going, what is in your
Hmm.
water? And recognizing
Hmm.
that agents need to be asking like these questions just as important as is the foundation okay?
Yeah.
Is the roof okay? For years, I would tell people my water ionizer is just as important, if not more important, than having a roof or my
Yeah.
foundation.
Yeah.
And so then I realized, whoa, this all comes together. And
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we're gonna look at your water. So hey, check this out. I have the top pre-filtration and I have the freaking top ionizer in the world.
Yeah.
And here's what it does. And so I will assist people first with checking their water.
Yeah.
And so then that opened up everything to me to learning all about what's in our water. Like, oh my gosh, I
I
didn't know a
know.
clue. Like, ooh, okay, so this is a deeper problem
Yeah.
underlying. And then I'm like, wow, this all connects to like so many things. It's the water,
The
friends. It's
water.
the
Mm-hmm.
water. You
Yeah.
know that saying, maybe it's in the water. What's in the water? It is the water.
Yeah.
And how we're growing our food and everything else is all connected to
It's
what the
foundational.
current year of life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
now I get that not everybody's on that level. So I think it's really important. I meet people where they're at. I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
bust their whole brains open and their soul right then and there, but I
Yeah.
know that the water gently does its own work. It's like being a medicine woman in the real estate world. And I love it so much.
It
And
sounds like
so
a
with that,
magical combination. Yeah.
yeah, so getting the water right with the clients. Now I'm going to be teaching to real estate agents and
Mm.
brokers because the business model is so magnificent that when real estate agents hit what I hit in 2020,
Yeah.
they're not stuck. They
No.
can continue to have great work with their clients that can spread to
Yeah.
everyone. And I just think that's so magical. And then my other
Yeah.
part is bees. I have very big connection with bees. And
Oh,
so I
yeah.
have a great guy that rescues bees. He's on America's Got Talent. This cool, cool cat. And so we're going to keep rescuing bees and putting them on people's properties that
Oh,
qualify.
amazing.
So we can start
Yeah.
weaving because my team is called Water Weavers. And so we're going to weave the water and the bees and the heart of the home, and
Oh,
that's the
amazing.
dealio. Yeah. So, but it
I
took
love that
five
so
years
much.
for this.
I'm like, I want to live where you live. I want you to help me do that. I mean, that just sounds
Yes.
so in alignment with, it's like, yeah, real estate is like, here's a cool house, or let me find you land to build a house, but it's not just the structure. It's like, what's the underlying scaffolding that helps make that go, is what I'm
Yes.
hearing.
And
Yeah.
the last thing too, I cannot leave it out. My stepfather got certified through the Molecular Hydrogen Institute at
Yeah.
69 years old after being completely
Wow.
retired. And the ionized water and molecular hydrogen literally saved his life a few months ago. And he
Oh,
is a true testimony to what molecular hydrogen can do. And
amazing.
so we're partnering. And now he's opening up with these calls where we're teaching on molecular hydrogen. The next day, I'm teaching all about the business model, and I know that pretty darn well. So between the two of us, we're just calling all Enagic distributors, and
Yeah.
I think it's so amazing this is becoming finally like a one big global family than
Yeah.
people treating it the way they accidentally tend to do when they come from where they have worked before or
Yeah.
other MLMs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they come in here with those same mentalities. They don't work here.
No,
This is
it's
the
not the
way,
same.
the mission. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's not the same at all. Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
I love that. Incredible. Yeah, and I've seen you do some of those webinars, and I'm excited to meet both of you in October. And yeah, you're doing such amazing work and just sharing all of your journey and all of your knowledge, which you're just accumulating all the time and watching you in real time, just like, oh, I learned this and oh, I learned that, and everybody needs to know this, and do you know this? And it's amazing what you're doing. Yeah, it's super exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, and you spoke into community a little bit, just like couple more questions before we wrap. What before you found our community here, you described your life a bit, and then once you shifted and were like, oh, there's all these people all over the globe, like share a little bit about that experience, if you would.
Yeah, I mean, when I got involved in this, it was like my first year in, I finally paid to work with a mentor in here that could
Yep.
really fill me in on some stuff. And he was like,
Yeah.
dude, put this as number one in your life and the rest will take
Mm.
care of itself. And at that time, I was like,
Hmm.
no, my kids are number one. And then I realized, oh, shit, if I don't make this number one, my kids aren't number one. And so everything shifted, and I went to Vegas first for a
Yeah.
20th reunion in America. I
Yeah.
saw 4,000 people from around the world there. And I remember being
Yeah.
like, whoa, what am I a
Yeah.
part of? These women, these amazing Japanese gowns. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. It's like,
And yeah, and then I mean, I had a spiritual experience there where they asked Cynthia, one of the first women to do these demos back in the day in
hmm.
America. And they said, Cynthia, how'd you do it? And she's like, what? And just like so, herself on stage.
Yeah, she's
Like
hilarious.
they're like, how did you do what you do? You literally live next to like Bill Gates now. Like, what? How did you do this? And she's like, it was God. And I mean, the whole room.
Yeah.
shuddered at once. Like it
Yeah.
was like they all took a gasp in,
Yeah.
and it was like a shudder that moved. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm a part of something way bigger. And I remember everybody, like
Mhm.
I was around at that time, was like, what do you think she really meant? And I was like, y'all don't get it yet. I'm gonna go do my thing because I
Yeah.
just know that I'm being called and this is way bigger than business and money.
Yeah.
This is huge. So then I went to the 50th reunion in Okinawa. I did everything I could to get there because if you show up to all the events, you will understand what you're a part of. If you
Yeah.
just do this from your phone all the time and don't get to events, you're not going to fully embody this what this
Yeah.
is.
So true. Yeah.
And so I got there, I took my 10-year-old and we made it. And we even had a fraudulent flight. And I had to like figure out how to get the money to pay for a $3,500 brand new flight.
Mm,
And we
yeah.
got there and we
Yeah.
saw Mr. Oshiro, who started all of this, this
Yeah.
indigenous man, right? Who introduced every member of his family, like
Oh,
cousins and their kids and
yeah.
everything. It took like 35, 45
Yeah.
minutes. He wasn't going to let that go because family is what
No.
comes first here.
Yeah.
And that's what you start to
Yeah.
really recognize like, oh my gosh, why are our families all torn apart over money and these systems and this competition and
Hmm.
blah, blah, blah. So it brings it all back home. So when I got there and I saw 8,000 people from around the
Yeah.
world and got to show my little girl this at, she
Yeah.
was, I think she was 8 or 9 at the time.
Hmm.
That was a life-changing experience for her that she started crying
Yeah.
after the whole thing was done, was like, Mommy, I want to meet Mr. Oshiro. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, honey, I don't know about that. And she starts bawling. And like,
Yeah.
this is not, my kid doesn't do stuff like that for a fit.
Mm.
I'm like, I have to get this girl to Mr. Oshiro. And we have sneaking backstage so that she could meet him because she
I
knew
love that.
she had to
Yeah.
meet Mr. Oshiro. And she was making
Yeah.
bookmarks of him when I was reading his
Oh.
book.
Hmm.
And just all naturally, I didn't tell her anything about him. This
Yeah.
little girl felt him
Yeah.
and knew.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's just been amazing and just it gets more and more beautiful all the time. And people come in here and the lessons that you learn, it's the stuff you don't want to have to learn, but it is so worth it
Yeah.
because it is a whole new way of
Yeah.
service. This is a
Yeah.
service-based global prosperity movement,
Yeah.
not just a business. In fact, one day I don't think it'll be a business. I think our water will be cleaned up and humanity's going to be cleaned up. And it's going to be thanks to this incredible revolution that's taking place.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, and that's something that really drew me as well was Mr. Oshiro's vision, and he's this in his 80s, this the most one of the most humble indigenous men you've ever met, and you walk into the room and you just feel his heart. And he's attracted 8,000 people, and that's just who showed up in
That's just straight
person.
up out of over 3 million.
And over 3 million people, right? And he's introducing his family for 45 minutes. Like, what other company have you ever been to an event for who takes that time and it captivates people the entire time? There's
Mm.
something about and he the only thing he speaks of up on stage is service, family, helping other people and doing everything you can every day to help other people,
That's
right? That it's
absolutely
not
what this is.
about us individually, and if that's why we're here, we're in the wrong place.
Yep, and that's why there's the only
Yeah.
reason you'll ever see anything bad about it online is literally people who wanted to get rich quick, who were there selfishly, did not want to learn, and that's it. If they had learned what they were truly a part of, they would literally, and they do actually come back. A lot of them do. There are people who get mad, frustrated, whatever, they just came to make money. And that's why I tell people I teach a foundational course because I
Yeah.
realize so many people get in here for the money and
Yeah.
you'll literally be blocked. And I think that is so beautiful, actually. It's like,
Mm.
hey, if you want
Hmm.
to come and lead a world of peace and you
Yeah.
actually truly want this and you really
Yeah.
want to be of service, you're gonna have to take a look at where you're self-serving. And I
Yeah.
had my own stuff to go through. You can't
Yeah.
see it until
Right.
you hit pain points. So you have
Right.
to be willing to go into those pain points and really be
Yeah.
like, wow, where am I trying to control whatever it is, right?
Hmm.
And yeah, it's just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's that willingness to be open, to be curious, to keep asking questions, to check assumptions like, oh, that's actually an assumption I'm making, or oh, am I right about this? Is this just a story I'm telling about, telling myself that kind of thing. And with that, leading with that has opened up so many doors, it sounds like, for both of us. Yeah. Amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I love that you shared that piece as well, especially with your daughter wanting to meet Mr. Oshiro. Yeah, so as we wrap, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you want to share with us make sure that everyone knows. And again, you have your October event coming up. You can speak into that a little if you want to.
Okay, yeah, we have Ignite in October in Alpharetta, Georgia. I'll be there speaking the same day that Dr. Tyler LeBaron is going to be there from the Molecular Hydrogen Institute.
Yep, he's
And
the
so
founder.
you'll, he's the founder and
Yep,
he's amazing. And we have a presentation. If anybody wants to watch it on molecular hydrogen, hit us up. We'll send you a replay.
yep,
It is so mind blowing. It will take you months to
yep.
break down everything to understand, but it's all
Hmm.
right there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yep. And so I'll be speaking on real estate, like I said, and what's going on in the American water crisis
yeah.
and what I'm doing to bring this in as a real estate agent. And because so many different people are partnering this for different reasons, because the water is universal. So you'll have different
Yeah.
business owners that are going to speak. We're going to have doctors panel. We're going to have Dr. Tyler LeBaron. We're going to have people that educate you on business things and business
Hmm.
mindset and how to operate a business from your phone anywhere in the world. And
Yeah,
it's just incredible to be in the room with these kinds of people who have done this due diligence and have really like paved a way for others to
hmm.
continue to like find their way and how this
Yeah,
works for them. And it's just magnificent to come in the energy. It's such a transformational experience. So we'd love to see everybody there.
yeah.
And the other thing I would say to wrap it up is just two things. And it's just do it straight
Hmm.
up,
Hmm.
just do it. And the second one is where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
When people say that money is the only reason they don't get involved here, I always tell them that's my favorite. That's my favorite
Hmm. Hmm.
excuse or reason that they
Hmm.
think is a reason because there is no lack of money in the world. There's
No.
only a lack of motivation. And if you're really willing to figure it out, whoever brought you into this is going to sit with you and help you
Yeah,
brainstorm and figure out. And let me tell you, the answers are always there, always
always.
there if you really see the value. And if you don't know the value yet, you need to ask more questions
Yeah.
and let that person go take their time because they may not know everything and go figure that out because the answers are absolutely there for every single question that people have.
Amazing. Yeah, and so true. There's no lack, there's no scarcity, there's abundance everywhere. There's money everywhere. It's just it's like what's
It's
between our
created out
eyes.
of thin air. It's
And
a
yeah.
number in your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Go be of
Thank you.
service and you'll get some money.
I know. Oh, well, thank you so, so much for your time and for joining us today and for sharing from your heart. And I'm so excited for this October event. We'll link under the video information about that for those of you who are feeling really lit up about this. And if you're listening and you're also a real estate agent and would love to connect with Mary Rose, or if you, regardless of where you come from, if you want to connect, we'll make sure to put her contact info as well. And again, thank you so much, and we wish you all a magnificent week, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Annalise.
Okay.